Okay, I think this is all going, and welcome already, Wallafried. Good having you around. As you can see, we're starting off this evening playing Hand of Fate. Hand of Fate I've had sat in my library for, well, absolutely ages now. I've been meaning to play it, haven't actually gotten round to doing so yet. But, you know, it's figured we'll give it a solid go. I've seen a couple of other people play it, so I know how the mechanics work in general.
One more for the game.
I'll let the narrator do his thing first.
Come, sit. You have passed the 13 gates. And you come to my table to play the game of life and
Hello there, Mattis. Good having you joining for the stream.
your stake is wagered.
Do let me know if the game sounds too loud. They seem a bit
I refuse
loud.
none who come here. Yet, I say, turn back.
Ooh, I wish I could do that with a pack of cards.
The game begins. One lives and one dies.
Okay,
Let us see
I'll see
what
if I
you're
can tweak
made
the
of.
settings in a second. Let's have a look. Yeah, I mean, I've never fired this game up before, so I imagine everything is probably quite big. Let's knock it down to about there-ish. Hopefully that should be a good balance. Has that actually changed it? Yes, it has. Okay.
Here is the first member of my court, the Jack of Dust. 12 in all must fall before you may challenge me.
Alright. So the premise of this game is you've come to the dealer at the end of your life, and he's trying to remind you of your memories of how you got here. So you're playing the game of your life. I might turn the music down a
Let the
little bit
cards
more
fall
again.
where they may.
Just a smidgen. Let's knock that down to about there-ish. Him down a little bit.
We begin. That first moment, that glinting weapon, the call to action, to adventure. Truly, there is nothing like it.
Each time you move around on the board, which is generated by him dealing out cards, it takes one food. If you run out of food, it's game over. If you also run out of health, I think it's game over. Ah, thank you, Mattis. It's very kind of you to say so. So you see a weapon glinting in the sunlight, lying next to a skeleton at the bottom of the canyon. The walls of the canyon are covered in thick vines, perfect for climbing. So, two choices, climb down and retrieve the weapon, or leave it. I think we're going to climb down and retrieve the weapon. A 1 in 4 chance of failure.
Choose from these options.
So, you'll find this happens a lot. It'll give you a choice of 4, sometimes a choice of 3 or 2. As the stream goes on, I will ask for input from you guys, but just kick things off, I will just make a decision. We'll go for number 3. Yay, success. Very carefully, you make your way to the bottom of the canyon. Retrieve the weapon from the ancient corpse. Draw 1 equipment card. A sword. Yay. I think you start off with like a busted sword, so that should be an improvement. Rusty axe. Do I want to equip the new sword? Yes, I think I do.
A moment to savor. That will make you much more effective.
So now we've got a choice. We can either go up or right. It doesn't really make much of a difference during this tutorial thing, so we'll go up first.
I was never a fan of illusion or pretense.
Mr.
Here, I'll
Lionel.
make an exception.
Whilst enjoying your evening meal at the local tavern, a strange old man takes the seat next to yours. Truth be told, he doesn't look like an old man, does he? He looks more like a goblin. He taps your shoulder quite painfully with his wooden staff to get your attention, and you notice that he appears to be a goblin. Well, there we go. Poorly disguised as a human. Called it. His wizened face grins at you with a hint of madness. My name is Mr. Lionel. If you give me what I need, boy, I will conjure up your heart's desire with this wizarding wand of my own creation. God, he sounds like my brother. He cackles uncontrollably for a few moments, then sits patiently waiting for your answer. So at the moment, we can't actually do option 2 because we haven't got enough gold. Each game, or each iteration of the game, is dealt out randomly, so we might well find Mr. Lionel again in the future, and actually have 20 gold to give him. I suppose ask him what he needs. I need to help you. Mr. Lionel taps his staff on the ground and a shield materialises at your feet. Oh, excellent. There you go, old bean. He smiles a warm grin that reveals all his chipped and yellowed teeth. Your face reminds me of my son. I haven't met you before, have I? Draw one equipment card. And in cases like this, where it's very scripted encounter, it's not so much draw a random equipment card, it's draw a very specific equipment card. In this case, just a shield. So in theory, when we get in combat, we've got a reflect option. So press Y to reflect projectiles. Look for the green indicator above the hero's head. As I understand it, the combat is somewhat similar to the various iterations of the Batman games, so should be fairly comfortable with it. Yeah, counterattack with Y.
You can now reflect your opponent's ranged attacks using your shield. Make good use of this skill if you wish to survive.
Yeah, Wallerfried, if you do take your time, he gets a bit snarky with you. He's very sarcastic. I think he sounds a bit like Jeremy Irons, personally, which is just amazing. Then, before you can stop him, with inhuman speed, he snatches a pickled onion off your plate and sprints out the tavern door. What a thief! I mean, he gave me a shield, but he stole my onion. Love my onion.
Down once more, seeking the heart of it all.
On to the next area, then. We don't have to take the stairs. We can go off and explore that second actually, we'll do that. We'll go explore this card, because we haven't seen it yet. The Maiden.
Fair Merith. I'm not surprised to find that this encounter remains vivid in your memories.
Oh, yes. One day in a shady forest, you encounter an elf maiden. She stops to greet you. I'm not doing an elf maiden voice. I am Merith of the Forest Folk. My people have long helped the mortals of this realm. What boon would you ask of me? Give me some gold. I might be able to buy some equipment later. She seems surprised. It's unlike an adventurer to beg for coin, but very well if that is your wish. The dealer draws you 3 gold gain cards. 30 gold? Very nice.
I'm sure you're grateful for that.
Yep, sure am. 20 gold. Ooh, very nice again. And 15 gold. Score. It is said that sharp-eyed adventurers may protect themselves from the worst of Lady Luck's contrary nature. Farewell, mortal. So, let's go take the stairs now.
Head downwards, if you dare.
You embark upon the next leg of your adventure.
You are on the final floor of our simple map. Your opponent waits here for you. Find him.
Mattis.
If you defeat me,
Shush,
well,
Mr. Dealer.
it is early to be talking about victories and losses. Let us see what you're made of.
Mattis, as I move around on these cards, each time it does so, it takes one of my food. So if you... I have no mouse cursor. If you watch my food in the bottom left corner, you'll see I'm at 15. If I take a step, I'll drop to 14. If that runs out, bad. I think it's game over instantly. I don't know. This is the first time I've played the game. Travelling Mage. In a shady grove off the beaten trail, you find a travelling merchant looking to trade with wandering adventurers. Approach the shop or pass it? I think I'm going to approach the shop. I've got a fair amount of gold now, 75. Greetings, wise traveller. I have much to offer you.
If you were wondering why you've been collecting all that gold, you now have your answer. We're starting to get into the meat of the game now. The back and forth between resources and rewards.
Anything more to say? No? Okay, cool. Some card encounters will do this thing where it makes you an actual unit, and then you can go off and do stuff. It does it for shops as well, which is a nice touch, but all the combat is done in a similar way. So, Dragon Ring, Alchemical Silver, Damocles, or Hag's Wraps. So, the Dragon Ring, while all Dragon Relics are equipped to receive 50% bonus to max health and full healing after every combat. That's very nice if I had more Dragon Relics. I don't. Alchemical Silver and Damocles are special attacks for in combat. They're right bumper attacks. Hag's Wraps, gloves, just general equipment. I think I'm going to buy the wraps.
It's not enough that you kill them, you'll curse them too.
Sure, I haven't actually met anything to fight yet, but I want to be nice and prepared when I do. Then I will... I think I'll buy Damocles for a little bit of a ranged option.
A classical approach to dealing with crowds.
Yes, I thought so.
Artifacts provide powerful special abilities to use in combat, but it takes time to ready them.
Okay. Sell items. So I could sell the things that I just bought. That would be stupid. And the sword and shield I don't want to sell because they're better than the ones I started with. And you can buy food. In this particular case, buy one food for $6. I do not have $6, so can't do that. But that's okay. We've got 14 food, which is more than enough to get to the end of this dungeon. Especially with only 3 cards left to go. Dead Man's Gorge.
I'm sure it's not called Dead Man's Gorge without reason.
Yeah, me either. While crossing the ancient rope bridges of Dead Man's Gorge, you hear sounds of movement from below. It's an ambush! Draw 1 monster card. 3 of dust. So, monster types are represented by suits. Dust is skeletons, I believe. No, dust is bandits. Okay, we'll get there. There's all my equipment turning up.
You can now counter your opponent's attacks. Hit the counter button when you see the flashing indicator.
Thanks, tutorial. So X is attack, A is dodge roll, B is stun, Y is counter. I'm sure I shall remember all of that. Alright, got to get better at counters. Or just dodging past them. That was actually alright. I got hit once. Yeah, the game's not quite as tight on combat as Batman, but it's basically the same system, so it's quite familiar. It takes a little bit longer for things to take effect. I suppose it could be snappier, but I'll get used to that. So, loot. You recover what you can from the dead. The dealer draws you 3 game cards. So, 1 random piece of equipment, which is an axe.
A peasant's weapon, but effective nonetheless.
Slightly more damage than my sword.
Really? Is that what you're going to do?
Yes, that is what I'm going to do. Some food. Always nice. And some more food. I would really, really like to see like an actual physical card game version of this. I don't know how the combat would work, but I would totally play this at the board game nights that I go to. A winding trail.
An ambush. Hardly fair, is it?
There's a lot of mechanics in this game I haven't yet explained. They will become apparent as we play more and more. This is still just the tutorial section. So suddenly a tree falls across your path, blocking the way ahead. The dealer draws you 1 monster card. No, I haven't seen the Dark Souls 3 board game. Weapons bristle from the trees around you, their wielders' faces obscured by the undergrowth. Give us all your gold or die. So I can either attack the cowardly band for daring to threaten me, I think that's probably likely, or I can give them all 3 of my gold. No, let's sack them. You shout a battle cry and raise your weapon. It's a shame I can't have like sword in one hand and axe in the other. That would be cool. I didn't even try my artifact ability in the last fight. Maybe I'll try it now. Ah, I didn't notice that. Alright, so that's Damocles. That's pretty good actually. And it looks like it charges up relatively quickly as well. I imagine these combats are going to get much harder as the game goes on. It's obviously still just tutorial area. So 3 game cards from the bodies. Another piece of equipment. Another axe.
Are you a woodsman turned warrior now?
No, we don't need another axe. Just discard that. More food. And healing.
A little extra health. But it is only a momentary respite.
Okay.
You have reached my first champion. A good man driven to madness by a war that took all from him. Wife and child, kith and kin. From such dark and brittle iron I forge my tools. Now we see your metal.
Fair enough. That's a lot of words for not much actual meaning. So the Jack of Dust is the first card we've come across with a token at the bottom of it. By beating this card in a particular way, for the Jack of Dust it's just combat, you earn the card's token, which unlocks more cards, which makes the game deeper and longer. And repeat ad infinitum, well not infinitum, but until there's no more cards
This
to unlock.
token will unlock more cards if
Oh,
you
there
can
we go.
defeat this encounter.
Thanks. Oh, he's got backup. So the Jack of Dust and 4 of Dust.
Some enemy attacks cannot be blocked or countered. Get out of the way or stop them with your own counterattack.
Basically just be unrelenting. That was alright. And yes, that is what my character looks like.
Down into the worms with him.
I like that
Perhaps
he's
there
got a
is
ring
peace for him in the
over his
grave,
head because
poor
he's
soul.
like a board playing piece.
One champion has been sent to the cabinet. Yet we are only at the start of our road. You will face 11 more opponents who will test your strength, your memories, and your resolve. Few
Plenty
fall at
more.
the first hurdle. None reach the last.
We
We
shall
have
see about
wagered,
that.
and you have won. You may claim your rewards, yet I will also claim mine. As you improve, so do I. Balance must be retained.
Well, so says him. So we've got the Jack of Skulls, Dead King's Hall, Local Peasant, Devil's Choice, River, and Captain of the Guards. Next token. I think we get 3 tokens. Medium Armor, Chains of Rage, Mercenary Contract, Medium Armor, Fortitude's Breath, Desperate Measures. Now these cards all go into the various decks that we have available, so there'll be options for like random draws in the future, and we can pick them as part of the deck creation process for each game. Bandit Attack. It's a new encounter.
Shall we deal again?
Yes, let's.
Ah, good. Now you understand the basics. we can begin in earnest.
So,
Your hero is returned to his beginning items. Our decks are reset.
Sadness.
Welcome to the cabinet, home of the members of my court.
So, that's the tutorial. We're going to start story mode. Endless mode doesn't exist for us yet. Good evening there, Dark Shadow. And yes, I do look like him, yeah, but with purple hair, obviously. So we could replay the Jack of Dust if we want. We're going to go for the Jack of Skulls, though. So, challenges. 2 of Skulls and 3 supplies. Challenges are something that the DLC, I think, has unlocked. I'm not certain. I'm sure we'll find out. Oh no, that changes the rules, does it?
Time for you to face my undead army. Meet the Jack of Skulls.
Okay, so we can go into the deck builder, which picks the random cards that we want available for the various decks. No, let's not use a recommended equipment. Let's do all the nitty gritty of it. So we'll start off with the gear deck. And this is what we've got to start off with. Damocles, Healing Cap. These are all things that we can find when it says draw an equipment card. And these are the things that we could add. Let's see. What's Fortitude's Breath like? Ooh, okay. So we don't know what it does until we've actually found it and used it. Okay, well let's add that. We'll add Chains of Rage. I guess we want kind of more new things. We'll swap out a sword for Desperate Measures. So 4 weapons. Probably want slightly more weapons actually. Let's swap out a shield for medium armor. We'll swap Damocles for Mercenary Contract. And I think that's probably okay to start off with. Yes, okay, so this is the DLC bit. Wild cards. We're not actually going to use them. It changes the way that you play the game. Like you can be a warlord or a soldier in training, shadow agent and stuff. No, we're just going to play under adventurer for the moment. We might try these later, eventually. But for the moment, I just want to see what the game is like by itself, really. And then encounters. So these ones are locked. We can't actually get rid of them until...
Some cards are locked and cannot be removed from your deck.
Until we've defeated the King of Dust. No, this is not my bedroom. This is just a room downstairs. This is like a lounge. That's a sofa behind me, my bike. Kitchen's that way. Front room's that way. Bedroom's upstairs. So, we've seen a couple of these. Quite a few are locked. We've got 3 more slots. I might just add the first 3 of these in, and we can try those out. Ambush. Winding Trail. Dead Man's Gorge. That was mostly just fighting. Alright, we'll swap Dead Man's Gorge for River. There we go. I think that'll do as a start.
New content awaits you. It will be awarded when you complete your run. I will add my own cards to the deck. How boring life would be without a little spice.
Yes, thanks for that, dealer.
You play for life and death. Prepare yourself.
Maiden. We met her before. I think I'm going to ask for longer life this time, just so I get a better feel for how the different options on the cards work. I mean, we got a fair amount of gold last time, and that was really, really useful. A longer life. 1 max health gain card. 5. Well, I think the gold probably would have been more worth it. The greatest of magical artifacts were forged long ago and have only limited uses before their power is spent. Use them wisely and they may guide you to victory. Farewell, mortal. Thanks, Mareth. Let's go up first. Stairs already.
Deeper towards our foe.
No. Let's do some more exploring on this floor first. Mr. Lionel.
I'm starting to wonder if you're simply leaving this card in as a quick way to get your hands on a shield.
Well, I do know that he wants to give me a shield if I say one particular thing. So we've already read this. I'm going to skip past the cards that I've read in detail. I'm going to give him the bread from my plate this time rather than ask him what he needs. Because we know this gets a shield. We don't know what this one does yet, if anything. He considers the bread seriously before placing it carefully in his coat pocket, seemingly satisfied. Mr. Lionel taps his staff on the ground and a shield materializes at your feet. There you go, old bean. He smiles a warm grin that reveals all his chipped and yellow teeth. Well, this looks like it's a shield as well. Ooh, Fortitude's Breath. So this is the new shield. Every third encounter does not consume food. Oh, that's really cool. Press B button to shield bash a target, stunning it. And it's got reflect counter. Well, I like that over the regular shield, so we'll definitely be keeping that in our deck. Then, before you can stop him with inhuman speed, blah, 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 blah. But yes, we've done that before. So, let's check out the final one on this floor. Twisted Canyon.
It lives in every game. That initial moment where things begin. I have worked on these cards all my days, and the canyon has been there from the outset.
Okay. Oh yes, I remember. We climbed down into the canyon to find ourselves a weapon. So we're going to try and climb down and retrieve it again, just because we still haven't got the new weapon. So we've got 4 options. I'm going to throw this out to the chat room. Someone would like to call out a number between 1 and 4. We will pick that option. First person to call it out gets their choice chosen. 2. 2 it is. Failure. Thanks. Great. Still, it's good to know what fail states are in this game. You begin to make your way down the cliff face, but soon slip and fall painfully onto the rocks below. The dealer draws you 1 health pain card. Lose 15 health.
Oh,
well, at least
dear.
it's not lose 15 permanent health. I still get the weapon though, so it's not all bad. Axe. Okay, cool. Yes, I'll equip the axe. Better than the rusty axe. When you go on a card that you've previously been on, it doesn't trigger a new encounter. In some cases it might. You can have cards stacked on other cards. Shops, I think, you can go back into.
Were you hoping this was the end? No. Another floor awaits.
And you might notice that each time I take a step, I'm healing a little bit. That's another mechanic of the game. As you're moving around, you're consuming food, and consuming food heals you. But you have to move around to do that. Take the stairs.
Many have reached this far. Further, in fact. I do not know if you have what it takes to do better than they did.
Well, let's see, shall we? A shop. Okay. Well, I've gotten like virtually no cash, so this is probably not great for us. Let's approach it though. Price is a little higher than usual. Some shops have healing as an option. I'm not actually hurt because we've taken a few steps, so that's fine. Shield, desperate measures, which I can't afford, but we can see what it does. The mace inflicts more damage the lower the health of the wielder is. That's pretty cool. Axe and sword. Well, I've already got an axe, so I don't need that. Shield, I've already got better shield, so I don't need that either. I'm not going to sell any of those. Yeah, thanks for that, Wallerfried. I'll still call out to the group, but I might skip over you if someone else has something to say. Buying food. Hey, I can actually afford a little bit of food. So it's $4 for one, or it would be $30 for 10. Well, I am going to buy 2, just because I don't really have anything else to spend my gold on at the moment. And I have no knowledge of anything else that gold might be used for, so I've got no reason to hang on to it. This might come and bite me in the arse. We'll see. A river.
Running water protects against many things in myth. Generally, though, it's just a pain to get past. There's a token in it for you if you win.
Ooh, okay. Well, in that case, let's attempt to cross the river. Yeah, the spider keeps scuttling around on the books around the desk. It's really cool. I didn't actually see those options because I was busy looking over at chat. So, if someone would like to call out a number for me again, between 1 and 4, I will make that choice happen. Dark Sally, I started dyeing my hair about 14 years ago. Maybe even longer ago, just because I like having purple hair. It's not always been purple. It's been different colours, red, blue, orange, all sorts. And no, I've not seen my brother's XCOM video yet. I am quite a way behind his XCOM series, unfortunately. I've got a lot of catching up to do. I've just been too busy to watch it, really. So, looking for a number, any number, between 1 and 4. And if no one wants to guess, that's fine. I will just make a choice in a short while. Yeah, I've been neon orange. Yeah, people thought I was doing like a Fifth Element, Lilu Dallas cosplay. It was hilarious and also horrifying at the same time, because I actually suggested that I could get one of those white strappy body suit things and made everyone sick. I actually think it probably looked more like Ronald McDonald than Lilu Dallas, but there we go. Okay, no choices coming from the gallery, so we're just going to go with number 3. Success! Well, it's better than failure, but it's not a huge success. Your light armor makes the crossing relatively easy. You reach the other side, cold and wet, but unharmed. That's good. Like I said before, cards with a token on them might require you to beat the card in a particular way. I think for this one, it would be the huge success. Because he's put that token away rather than giving it to me. Sadness. Next up. Captain of the Guards.
I always thought it was best to avoid the problems of others. I see you have no such concerns.
Actually, that is kind of one of my sentiments. Just stay out of it.
Win this and claim my token.
Alright, this is a different token, of course. This is nothing to do with the previous card. There will be lots of cards leading to other cards. So you hear a shout from up ahead and the sounds of battle. Racing forward, you discover a warrior surrounded by undead. 2 of Skulls.
More skeletons for you to deal with.
Okay. Sure, I can... Actually, I haven't fought any skeletons yet, so... Your phrasing is odd. Stranger, he calls out as he throws his weapon to you. Here, take my mace and put an end to these monstrosities. Free weapon. Wow, that's a lot of damage.
It's a lump of iron on a stick. Not terribly subtle.
Don't care, does more damage. Holy damage, okay. Strikes fear into the cold hearts of the undead. They sustain more damage and may not be resurrected around them. Excellent. 14 years ago. No, I was not a teenager. I'm 35. I know I look young. I'm very, very flattered that you think I would be a teenager just 14 years ago. It's going to be my birthday soon, actually. I'm going to be 36 at the end of the month. Yes, I do want to equip the mace. Here we go, build our character, give him all his equipment. I love the way it does that. I don't think that's ever going to get old. Well, that was an odd thing to focus on at the end, but cool. Yeah, I have some food here as well. I've actually eaten dinner already. This is more like the leftover bits I'm not hungry enough for yet. Good work putting them to rest. Keep them, Ace. We have enough back at Kadere, he says, slowly standing. We've been hearing reports of undead in our kingdom recently, and I came to investigate. He stops to look around at all the bone fragments. More of them here than I suspected. Some new horror must have decided to settle in these parts and brought its minions. Oh yeah, I've got beer as well, yeah. All the signs of a good evening. I must head back to the capital and report this to the Duke. Watch your step, friend. There is something more powerful at work than just these skeletons. This card's token is now yours. So again, at the end of this particular game, we'll be able to crack open that token and get more cards out of it. That's going to be awesome.
The token is yours. Well done.
Ambush.
What did you think would happen with a card called Ambush, eh?
A really terrible joke from my brother? Maybe? A slight rustling behind you is all the warning you get that your life is in great danger. Draw one monster card. Ah, 3 of dust. More bandits. Actually, as we were approaching the ambush card just then, I noticed that I could go back to the river. I don't think I'm going to, but it's nice that it's an option. Bosh. Not quite off the edge. Yeah, he is very sarcastic. Ah, while searching the area for anything worth salvaging, you realise that one of your opponents is only pretending to be dead. Ooh. Sneak up and kill them? Or flee? Well, I don't like the idea of flee. I mean, honestly, I'd prefer a third option of, like, interrogate them or rob them or something like that. Leo Valdez, okay. So, yeah, I'm thinking sneak up and kill them. Just because I can't run away from someone that's only pretending to be dead. How cowardly is that? Ooh, okay, so another multiple choice. Throwing this again out to the audience. Any number between 1 and 4. Anyone can call this out. Even you, Wallerfried, if you feel like you want to get involved again. So yeah, you can see just underneath card 2, the river is still not yet dimmed out. So I might be able to go back and try and get the token, but I think the chance of drowning is about the same as the chance of getting the token, so maybe not time. Any number. Any numbers between 1 and 4. Of course, if no one wants to call one out, that's fine. I shall make a choice myself in a short while. Number 3. Okay, Mattis, here we go. Success! Honestly, that's all I could ask for. A quick weapon blow to the head fixes that. You finish searching the area. 3 gain cards. 1 equipment.
I'm sure you're grateful for that.
Shield. We've got a better shield, so I'm not actually that grateful.
Are you sure that's the right approach?
3 food. That's good. And 15 gold. I think we're not going to have time to use the gold before we get to the boss. Ooh, maybe we will. Another
more
floor.
Step down, and we may see the end of this, or another set of stairs.
Yeah. I thought this was going to be the boss, not another set of stairs. Let's take the stairs and continue on. So yes, food becomes more and more important as these dungeons get longer.
Now all you need to do is find and kill the Jack of Skulls, and we can progress.
Okay, Dark Shadow. Next time we get a multiple choice, we're going with number 1. Dead King's Hall.
Greed. If it were not for greed, then who would play at this game?
I didn't know this game was optional. Interesting.
A challenge for you, and a token if you succeed.
You see an ancient ornate coffin in the main burial chamber. It may hold spectacular wealth, but it will surely be guarded. 4 bandits? Think we can take them. So we're attempting to take them by surprise. And we're going with number 1. As Dark Shadow has already called it. Huge success. Suddenly you leap into the fray, taking one of them down before they can even react. Well, it's not going to really make much difference which one we discard. So we'll get rid of that one. Also, that's technically taking 2 of them out before the fight even started. So, good call, Dark Shadow. Really, really good. Come on, guys, I'll take you on. Bosh. Don't feel like that, whatever. I mean, it's all just random chance. Just call out a number if you want. You loot the room. Ha! That could basically be my catchphrase. The dealer draws you 3 game cards, and this card's token is now yours. Yeah, the bandits at the start are not very strong. As I understand it, as the game goes on, these monsters get upgraded. Like as you unlock more and more equipment, they do get harder. There's like 3 levels of progression for each monster type or something like that. So draw 3 and select 1 to keep. Ooh, that's very interesting. Chains of Rage, yes. During combat, strikes
an excellent way to turn an injury into an asset.
Oh. Okay. So you get angry at people being out of range. Defense medium versus defense light. Yes.
Armor
yes, we will
protects you from damage. The best armor, of course, does so much more.
That's pretty cool. So, moving on, we're going to check out this left path first. Bandit attack.
Our bandits are displeased with your challenges.
Yes, Dark Shadow. That is quite funny, actually. Sorry, I'm a little bit slow in reading the comments. Yeah, number 1 would have been the previous one. Still, that's fine. It worked out for me in the end, so... a group of bandits suddenly attacks. The King of Dust isn't happy about you killing his men. Dealer draws you 1 monster card. 3 more bandits. Well, I think that's going to be 3 more dead bandits soon. And I'm really liking the environment that it creates up from this. I don't know if they're like random or if they're tied to the cards. Yeah, combat could be a little
I did
better.
not realize you were such a fearsome adversary.
Combat
I
could be a
will
little
bear that in
better
mind.
at targeting people that are on the ground already, but I think that's my only real gripe
This is
with it
what
at the
I was
moment.
looking for. You show some aptitude for the game.
Ah, thank you.
Perhaps this will not be as boring as I thought.
Well, screw you. Amongst the bodies, you find a scrap of parchment with a rough description of you, plus an offer of a reward from the King of Dust. The dealer draws you 1 game card. More food. Cool. Devil's Choice.
I like this demon. He lies as often as he tells the truth.
He's a bit, you know, like... That's kind of... looks like an uncomfortable pose.
We play for a token now.
Ooh, okay. Cloaked Devil appears in your path. I'm here to test your might, so-called hero. Choose your foe. Ah, thank you, Dark Shadow. Choose my foe. Do I want to fight 4 bandits, 3 bandits, or 2 bandits? I think 2 bandits. Since that is whom you wish to fight, I think today I shall make you fight the others instead, just for fun. Great. Thanks. That is amazing. So, 7 bandits. We've not had a fight so big. I'll be fine. It's fine. Just gotta keep dodging. Keep mobile. Well, that was a bit of an intense fight. Yeah, no, it seems to be unlimited dodge, which is great. Yeah, I haven't noticed any sort of endurance or anything stopping it. I suppose I'm not technically invincible while it's happening, so if they're attacking and I dodge through them, I'm going to get hit. I think that happened earlier. But yeah, it seems like the best thing to do is hit and move away. Excellent, the devil cries. You have passed my cunning test. Have some treasure. Perhaps next time our paths cross, I will kill you myself. The dealer draws you 3 game cards, and this card's token is now yours. 3 food. We have plenty of food. 1 equipment. Medium armor.
Distinctly average. What do you expect me to say? Congratulations?
Yes, that would be nice. No, we're going to not do this because we've got the Chains of Rage, and we'll take the extra gold. Thank you. Let's dive into this annex. Traveling Tinker. Unlimited power, yeah. In a shady grove off the beaten trail, you find a travelling merchant looking to trade with wandering adventurers. Let's approach the shop and see what's in there. We've got 57, so why not? Ha, he called me a wise traveller. He hasn't met me, obviously. I'm going to look at sell items first. Because I've got this extra axe which I can sell. And the extra shield and the extra armor. Cool. There we go. A little bit of extra cash. Now, what do we have here? Explorer's Helmet. It reveals the stairs on entering a level and grants gold bonus for revealing every encounter on a level. That would be good at the start of a thing, but not so useful now. Yeah, he probably is just sweet-talking me, so I spend more. Healing cap. Any healing that the player receives is doubled. So as you walk around on the level, instead of gaining like 5% of your health, I guess it's going to be 10% per step if you've got food. Mercenary contract. That's pretty cool. Once per combat, press right bumper to activate an aura that makes every successful strike drop gold. Well, I don't have a special ability yet, so I'm going to pick this up.
Artifacts give you powerful abilities to use in combat.
It will be very interesting to see if it actually gets me more than the 40 gold that it cost me. That I think will do. We're not going to bother taking the Explorer's Helmet because I think this is the final floor. I also don't need more food, so I'm not going to buy that. Yes, leave the shop. Jack of Skulls.
The undead. Of all the players in the game, these are the most dangerous in the world, yet in no natural form. A wrongness, an error, cheating.
Okay, so the undead are cheats. This tenacious undead is unusually difficult to lay to rest. In addition to sheer strength, this skeleton has the power to revive recently defeated skeletons in its close vicinity. Yep, okay, that's cheating.
Again,
so I think
a token is at stake.
I think I'm using the mace, so I don't think that's actually going to be an issue for me. This looks like a double token for defeating this encounter. So let's get started. Four of Skulls is back up. For him, not for me, obviously.
Shots from rifles cannot be deflected. You would do better to avoid them. Are you agile enough?
That's me activating the gold ability. Oh, ouch. Yep, they're getting resurrected. Alright, stop that. No, not that one. Go after him. Yes. Ouch. In the face. Ooh. That was a tricky fight. Yeah, Jack of Skulls. Looks cool. Sounds a bit rubbish.
Well done indeed. But you have roused the dead in their dusty tombs, and even I cannot say what will come of it. Now our wager becomes more interesting. Will the tools you've earned suffice to address the challenges I pose? That is the question, is it not?
Yeah, 70 gold gain. That was definitely worth buying the mercenary contract. So, some of these tokens that I'm picking up now are actually the DLC, because I've got the DLC for this game. I think it just adds more cards, which in turn adds more different sorts of adventures. So you can expect to see some things that I haven't actually encountered, or like storylines which sound totally weird. Murder at Sea DLC has arrived. Okay. Hunt for the White Minotaur DLC again. You can kind of tell DLC based on the top corner. kind of. White Council. Again, DLC. Yeah, I think it was 60, not 70 gold. I went down to like 23. Yeah, something like that. It doesn't matter anyway. It was a lot more than the 40 anyway. Goblin King's Halls, also DLC. And the Underworld, also DLC. Now we're on to the actual tokens. So Captain of the Guards has given me a couple of maces. It's good. They're definitely going in my deck, like maces. Dead King's Hall has got a treasure chest encounter, interesting, with another token on it. Devil's Choice now has Devil's Wager as an additional card. And for defeating Skeleton Jack, the Crucible, Queen of Dust, Helpful Priest, and Desert Storm. Not Operation Desert Storm, it's a different sort of Desert Storm. More like The Mummy Returns Desert Storm. Helm of Reflection, Consuming Shame, Angel's Wings, and Frostfang. That sounds cool.
Shall we deal again?
Nice. 2 bosses down. 10 more to go, I think.
Another round, and our game truly begins.
So next up, Queen of Dust. Curses, moneybags. In combat, the player's movement speed is reduced by how much gold they possess. What? Okay, gotta travel light. And 3 rockfalls and 3 good fortunes added to the encounter deck. Okay.
A bold woman, this one. She did not collapse when the Empire did. No, she took up arms, organized her people, and vowed that in a country where death had gathered, she would be the one dealing it.
Fair enough. I can respect that. Let's go to the deck builder. No, we're not going to do the recommended ones. We're going to customize them. So, swords coming out. Frostfang's going in. That sounds cool. I'm going to put in Angel Wings. And actually, I'm going to put in the Helm of Reflection as well. I'm going to take out Mercenary Contract and put in Consuming Shame because of the whole gold curse thing. And I think I'm going to swap the axes that I've got for maces. I think that looks okay. And then encounters. So we still haven't got the token for that, so I'm going to leave that on. I'll probably get rid of Ambush. Put on the Helpful Priest in the treasure chest. Put on Devil's Wager. Let's get rid of Devil's Choice and Dead King's Hall, and we can add Desert Storm and the Crucible as well. I think that's all okay. We will try the various DLCs at some point. Not just yet though. I think I'll probably play through the game a little bit more. Yeah, it is really cool that we can set up the opponents, well, the encounter cards. They add their own to it, obviously, based on the challenges that you're doing. But yeah, you get to at least guide the process.
Now we play for the cup, the first of my symbols.
The cup is actually hovering behind the Queen of Dust.
I've added some cards to spice up the game.
Of course you
have.
have.
In addition to the pain and gain decks, There are now blessings and curses.
Ooh.
Choose your steps carefully.
Okay. River. Great.
How will you cross this time?
Well, we know this is an encounter that requires a multiple choice thing. So if someone would like to call out a number between 1 and 4, we're going to be crossing this river, and I need someone to pick the way that we're going to do
As you
that.
plunder the secrets of your memories, you'll gain new cards. Some you'll wish you'd left untouched.
Yes. So your path is blocked by a river. The water is clear but fast flowing. Okay, so Waterfreeter's called out 4. We're going to go for number 4. I really hope it's not the failure again. Success! No, I don't know if the dealer has a name. I think he's just referred to as the dealer. Feel free to call him whatever you want. In my head, it's Jeremy Irons, even though it's not Jeremy Irons. Your light armor makes the crossing relatively easy. So we've seen that before. That's good. Easy crossings are what we like. We're going to go right first this time. A helpful priest.
Priests, gods, and eternal damnations. I have no truck with any of it.
Fair enough.
Let us stake a token on their foolishness.
1 beer down. Next beer. Ready. You meet a wandering priest who greets you in a friendly manner. Hi! For a small share of your provisions, I will bless you in the name of the old gods. Give the priest half your food. No, that's like 9 food. That's a ridiculous amount. Or decline. Well, if I give him half my food, I might get the token from the card, so that could be worthwhile, but that is 9 food. That is a lot. I suppose I can always get more food later. Yeah, I'm not sure if he's really helpful or if I'm the helpful one here. I'm going to give him half the food. Oh, great. Well, success, 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 and huge success. Okay, so I need another number now, please.
Select your desire.
Someone would like to make a choice for me. 1, 2, 3, or 4. Feel free to call out if you're in either the YouTube or the Twitch chat. Or, I suppose, technically, if I'm on my Discord server, although I don't actually have the window for that up. Mattis, 4. Thank you very much. Success! Great. Not a huge success. I have a feeling that... oh, we do get the cards token. Nice. I wonder what a huge success is then. He says a few words in the language of the old religion and gently touches your forehead. It is done. Draw 1 blessing card. This card's token is now yours. Arcane knowledge.
Blessings will remain always active and are never removed. Unless
Awesome.
you die, of course. Then you're back where you began, as always.
So, whenever the player uses an artifact, there's a 30% chance of immediately reducing its cooldown time by 80%. That is pretty cool.
Take the token. It is yours.
It would be more cool if I actually had an artifact at this point, but you know, I will probably get one later. Stairs.
Descend ever deeper into the subterranean pit.
Well, now my food is kind of low, so I think I'm going to take the stairs immediately. Dark Shadow, I shall keep that 2 for the next one that we pull up.
This game is still only beginning. New rules, new tools, new abilities. We have far to go as yet.
Yes, we do. Mr. Lionel! Whilst enjoying your evening meal at the local tavern, blah, blah, blah. Yeah, we've seen Mr. Lionel. So we know that the first and third options get us a shield. I haven't tried number 4 yet, so I'm just going to try ignoring him and see what happens. Seemingly unfazed, he remains seated, smiling gently at you. Then, before you can stop him with inhuman... Oh, he's just... he's buggered off. Okay, so don't do that one. Like any of the others. We still haven't tried the gold one because we haven't had enough gold, but we shall see how that goes. I am going to go sideways here. Maiden.
Every step you take consumes food, but you will also heal as you proceed.
Yes, we've noticed that mechanic. Thanks, dealer. One day in a shady forest you encounter the Elf Maiden. This is Merith. We've seen her before. If we ask for longer life, we get a max health gain card. Got us 5 last time. If we ask for gold, we get 3 gold gain cards, and I got us 65 gold before. I'm going to ask for supplies though, because we're a bit short of food. 2 food gain cards. This bread will sustain you for many days. Yes, she has a unicorn. Yeah. 3 food. It's nice. And 10 food. Wow, that's very nice. Suddenly all of my food worries are gone. Many enchanted weapons have powerful abilities that can turn the tide of battle, but only if their wielder remembers to use them. Farewell, mortal. Yeah, I have that problem in a lot of games. It's like I've got all of this really cool gear and I just forget to use it. Twisted Canyon. So we're climbing down again. I'm going to take the previously called out 2 from Dark Shadow as the choice that we're making here. So here we go. 1, 2. Failure. Yeah, I'm blaming Dark Shadow, even though he called this out for a different previous number. 1 health pain card. 10 health. That's ouch. Not too bad. Yeah, a little bit of ouch. We do get the equipment though. A mace. Nice. Definitely use that over our rusty axe. And we'll heal that 10 damage in like 2 steps. Call for the priest. Okay. Is this the helpful priest that we met earlier, maybe? In a shady grove off the beaten trail, you find a travelling merchant looking to trade with wandering adventurers. Priests have some skill in tending wounds, but they excel at removing curses for a price, of course. Ah, it's just a shop. Okay. Greetings, wise traveller. I have much to offer you. Don't worry, Dark Shadow. We've all been there. Even though it's totally your fault, I don't blame you. So, we've got plenty of options here. We can buy blessings. Definitely don't have enough cash for that, but we can see what some of the other blessings are. High Constitution. Twice the usual healing from eating. That's cool. Holy Touch. That's nice. Critical Strike. That sounds cool. So, stunned foes might take more damage. That's good to know. Yeah, mistakes were made. Heal wounds, don't need it. I shall heal that up by just walking back the way I came. Remove curses, haven't got any. Sell items. I've only got the mace. Buy food, got plenty. Yeah, nothing to do here. Onwards. Ooh, not stairs.
It's better than trudging along a muddy road. Certainly.
Are you sure? Why does it look like the horses are riding in the cart? You found a friendly traveller willing to let you ride on his wagon. Yeah, it's just an exit. Cool. I thought I might have to fight him for a cart.
You are close on her trail, and more confident than I had imagined.
Yeah,
perhaps you will play confident beyond this mark, and we will see your true mettle.
Okay. Yeah, I'm going to go this way first, and then that way. Bandit attack. Probably should not have come this way.
Make an enemy of one, and you've made an enemy of all.
So they're basically
one
like
can't help but admire their single-mindedness.
Yeah, so it's exactly the same encounter we had before. The King of Dust isn't happy about us killing his men. Boar of Dust. That's so cool. Every single time it's just so cool. Oh, didn't get the counter highlight. Or at least I didn't notice it. Maybe it stopped doing it. Oh, wait, I don't have a shield. That's why. Danger is real. Yeah, the music really gets you in the mood for fighting. I mean, like, game fighting, not actual fisticuffs. One game card. 40 gold. Cool.
I'm sure you are grateful
Rob the
for that.
bandits. Treasure chest! Yay!
A treasure chest.
Loot the room.
What more iconic emblem of success could we imagine?
That's a very good question, actually. Thrones? Yeah, thrones. While exploring a dungeon, you see a treasure chest at the end of a hall. The chest may hold great wealth, but the chamber may be trapped. Approach or leave? Approach. Okay, so I need another number. Whoever calls it out, you've got a 50-50 chance of it being bad. So, number between 1 and 4, and don't screw it up. I imagine at worst it's just going to be a light amount of damage. Okay, Wallerfried has called out number 1. Failure! You move forwards carefully, but suddenly hear a click. Ooh, a gas trap. Now, interesting. This card has a token of its own. Maybe this is a good thing. RPR Ranger, I shall call on you for the next one. I saw that 3, I will not forget it. Okay. So, yeah, we're going to use your 3, RPR Ranger. Crossing my fingers. Amazing! Awesome. Good call. Attempt to escape through the gas. You dive through the billowing clouds to reach the other side safely. Nice one. You approach the treasure chest.
I will happily wager on the outcome. I do not think you have what it takes.
The treasure chest looks battered, but still intact. What treasure might it hold? Well, I've come this far. Like, I've snuck through the room, triggered the trap, got through the trap. I'm hardly going to leave the chest alone at this point. Yeah, I've no idea what a huge failure would be. Probably something like a large health penalty. Okay, so I need another number between 1 and 4 from someone. Anyone will do. Mattis, 3. Okay. Wait, no, you're saying 3 pain cards. Oh, that was close. Almost made a call. There wasn't a call. Mattis, number 1. Okay, got it. Success. Excellent. Thank you. After a mighty heave, the lock gives way and the spoils are yours. The dealer draws you 4 gain cards and the card's token is now yours. That's basically all the gear I could need. Unless it's just gold. That won't be 3 gold. Great. 15 gold. Do they all have to be gold? Can I have some equipment at all? I still don't have a shield. It's fine, I don't need a shield. Travelling healer. I'm not actually hurt at the moment, so unless they've got actual equipment, might just not get anything. Yeah, slightly creepier than clones. Yes, Wallerfried. Well, don't listen to anyone, I think, is the true lesson here. Heal wounds, I'm not hurt. Dark Shadow, okay, yep, next number will be 3. Buy food, I don't need food at the moment. Sell items, I still only got the mace. If you're watching on Twitch and YouTube and you want to get involved in this number calling, do feel free to speak up. Let me know in advance and I'll make sure you get a say in. Don't worry about people calling out numbers all the time. Like, if you want to be involved and you haven't had a choice yet, give me a shout. Rockfall.
A terrifying walk to get to the Queen. So many potential places for an assailant to get the upper hand.
Like under a rockfall? While journeying near the coast, you hear a rumble overhead. Falling rocks force you to take cover, attempting to dodge the rocks. So, Dark Shadow, I think this is yours. Number 3. Can't look. Failure. Well, at least it's not a huge failure. It's just 1 pain card. That's just a slight injury. Oh, lose 15 max health. Permanent injury. Yikes. Oh, just when you think it's over, you're knocked unconscious by a large rock striking your unprotected head. A good warrior always wears a helmet, you remember, hours later, when you awaken to find that some of your supplies are missing. And also 2 pain cards. Alright, 3 gold, don't mind. 1 food, that's also not too bad. A winding trail.
Well then, how will you deal with this?
I think I'll deal with this better than I dealt with the rockfall. Suddenly a tree falls, or maybe not, suddenly a tree falls across your path, blocking the way ahead. The dealer draws you 1 monster card. Bandits. Okay, so they want all my gold, 105, of which I took quite a lot from other bandits, actually. Or die. I'm going to attack the cowardly band for daring to threaten me. Even though I don't have a shield, this should be alright. Just the mace. Hey guys.
Now we begin to raise the stakes.
Oh crud! When did they start
putting
putting traps?
will fight against you.
Traps everywhere! Oh, I hate those traps, I really do. Man. So, RPR Ranger, yep, I've seen that. Next number will be 3. And I can do simple maths as well. Whew, search the bodies. Oh, excuse me. For loot. The healer draws me 3 game cards. 1 equipment, please be a shield. Desperate measures.
I'm impressed. Few select these sorts of weapons because nobody ever anticipates being in peril. Such misplaced confidence is usually their downfall.
Desperate measures is pretty good for me, actually. So, yes, I will use that.
As pleases you.
More food. And 10 health. So, I'm thinking this is probably the finale of this one. So I'm going to move back and forth just a bit, just to heal up. Just a tad. Not that I'm scared, you know. Just, it's probably wise. Yes.
Noble causes turn to rotten enterprise. You may win this battle and send the Queen to her rightful end. Yet, what have you gained in the process?
Well, with no shield, this Desert Queen is more lethal in battle and harder to kill than a regular bandit. Her blades are sharp and she's frequently protected by a powerful crossbow, and I have no shield.
This token will unlock more cards if you can defeat this encounter.
Alright, it's going to be tough, especially with the reduced max health. Only a 2 of Dusters back up. Alright, she's a badass. Confirmed. Oh crud, she has got a really big swing on her. really want to get rid of that crossbow. Oh, stop hitting me! Ouch. Right, that's gone. Now I can play keep away with her until she's exhausted herself a bit. Whew. Oh. Yeah, the dodge rolling is very, very Dark Souls.
Inevitable, I suppose. So often those who beat plowshare to sword die by the grim instruments of their industry. Still, she fought well and bravely, which is all I expect from my pawns and players.
So, this one has unlocked us the goblet. And the goblet, God, this is pretty cool actually. My counterattacks are stronger, my stunning now dazes people. I've got better starting equipment. Bandits are now stronger, skeletons are now stronger, and bandits now have throwing knives. So, yes, I mentioned that as you progress through the game, the basic enemies get better. This is a good example of that.
You have earned the first of the symbols of my power and passed the first gate. There is no turning back now. Previously I was merciful, but now I cannot be. It is begun. I crafted each of these cards over the course of years. You have taken them from me in mere moments.
Mere moments? This has been 1 hour 22 so far. I suppose in terms of a lifespan, that is not long, but... okay, so health potions been added. What else? Healer's ring and charity. Wow, definitely qualified as charity. I gave him like 9 food. So plundering the locked treasure chest, we get armory and fool's gold. Cool. And for defeating the bandit queen, Jack of Plague, Asleep in the Forest, Field of Poppies, and Battle at Brooktop as encounter cards. What's this one? Ah, yes, the equipment for defeating the bandit queen. Alright, good night, masses. Great having you along for the stream. As always, it's lovely having people chatting away in both Twitch and YouTube. Armour of Cold, that sounds cool. And a huge hammer. That's my sort of weapon.
Come, play again.
First row complete.
Do you have what it takes to defeat the rats?
So what's next? Jack of Plague. So we lose 5 gold for every fail now, and 10 gold for every huge failure. This is in addition to the negative effects that you would have from the fail or huge failure. Also, it's added 3 ratmen hunting, 3 angry mobs to the deck.
Ah, the rats. They have swarmed up from the dark places beneath the realms of humanity and now squat amongst your cities and feast and shriek and hunt and writhe.
Sound a bit like the Skaven from Mordheim. No, we're not going to use the recommended equipment and encounter deck. We're going to do it ourselves, as always. So we still haven't found Frostfang. Huge hammer. I'm going to swap out a mace for that. Or, no, actually, let's just add it to our deck. What else do we have? Armour of Cold. We'll add that. Fleet Cuffs. They sound cool. Fool's Gold. And I kind of want the Healer's Ring in there. So I'll get rid of the Healer's Cap. The Healing Cap. Put it in there. Still just trying to, like, actually discover these. in the game so that we can find out what they do. Because until you find a card, it's a mystery. Beyond the title, obviously. And encounters. So charity, that can go in. Sleep in the Forest can go in. In fact, put all of those in. And then we've got some that we've previously done as well. So Dead King's Hall was alright. Or was it Dead Man's Gorge? I can't remember. Combat, gold, food, health, equipment, max health, map reveal. Gold, food, basically the same. Except this one has combat. Yeah, we'll do that. Oh, I need one more as well. Devil's Choice. That was just plain old combat. We'll do Dead King's Hall. I think that will do.
Our Lord of Plague does like to rub your nose in misfortune.
Yeah, I don't know if you noticed while he was dealing out the cards, the dust cards now have a couple of pips on them to indicate they're stronger. Mr. Lionel, get myself a shield. So ask him what he needs, and he'll say, "I need to help you." Oh gosh, he's done something different this time. Mr. Lionel reaches behind your ear and pulls out a money bag heavy with coins. Magic is believing in yourself. If you can do that, you can make anything happen. The healer draws you 4 gold game cards. How curious. I was under the impression that cards had the same results every time you pick the same options. Evidently not. So, 25 gold, that's pretty cool. 3 gold, less cool. 15 gold, that's alright. 20 gold, nice.
I'm sure you are grateful for that.
Yes, I am. We shall meet again, the goblin suddenly declares. He then strides confidently out of the back of the tavern. So I wonder if he changes based on how far through the game you are then. Because he previously sped off and ran away and stole things from us. Maiden!
Given how rarely one encounters the folk, you are fortunate indeed to meet Merith again. Or perhaps we are merely cycling around the wheel and dipping into the same memories time and time again.
Could be. Could well be. You ever feel like you're playing Memento, a card game? Ooh, I can now ask to be blessed, because that's now a thing. Well, Longer Life didn't get me that much last time. Gold was pretty good, but I'm okay for gold, and I'm pretty good for supplies, so I'm going to ask to be blessed this time. By whatever strength my people yet hold, you may be protected on your journey. Draw 1 blessing card. Self-righteousness. On any hit, the player inflicts 2 more damage for each blessing they possess. Well, that's going to be 2 more damage then, because of this blessing. Many enchanted weapons have... Yes, we've heard that note before. Thanks, Merith. The landlocked lubber.
There's a token in it for you if you win.
The door to the landlocked lubber opens with a creak, breaking the silence like a thunderclap in a tomb. I didn't think I put this in the deck, but maybe it added it automatically. The proprietor greets you. Welcome, traveller. Before I can treat you with our hospitality, I must ask you a very important question. Have you seen, heard, or God forbid, smelled a kraken? Explain that you've never seen a kraken, or say, what is a kraken? I suppose number 1, because I can't say that I've never seen a kraken if I don't know what a kraken is. The landlord stares at you in disbelief. He proceeds to rant and rave for nearly an hour about the dangers, claws, feeding patterns and scents of the kraken. After which you learn that his name is Carlo, and in the years past he sailed the seas as a captain. He now owns this inn and stays as far away from the sea as possible. After giving you some time to enjoy the warmth and some stale bread, Carlo approaches you. I've heard rumours of boats going missing from the small village port of Norwich. No survivors, no witnesses. Norwich port is run by bandits, thieves and smugglers. There's no way to know what's really happening there. Perhaps you could have a look around and find out more. I would go, of course, but I have this place to look after. Carlo gestures to the empty, damp-ridden flea hole that he calls home. This card's token is now yours. Helpful priest. No, you cannot have half
to
my
watch them
food.
theorize, to attempt to discern the very likeness of the gods down to their toes.
For a share of your provisions, I will bless you in the name of the old gods. Decline. I'm okay, thanks. No? Well, sure. I'm sure you won't need the help of the gods where you're going. Farewell! Yeah, no, last time felt like that was shafting us quite a lot with our provisions, so I think we'll just turn him down this time. And hitching a ride.
A horse is a fine companion. I'm sure you'll leave this one in time. You do not seem to have the temperament for friends, even in the animal kingdom.
Oh, what a bastard! You embark upon the next leg of your adventure.
Each of these cards is crafted from your memories and built from your experience. I created them, but only in the abstract. It is the importance you place on them that makes them real.
Welcome back, Dark Shadow. Call for the priest. Well, we don't need any healing, but we might be able to buy some useful blessing. I don't even think I've got... Oh, I've got the shield to sell. So arcane knowledge, that's not really very useful for me. Headman's blessing, I can't afford. That's really cool. And holy touch, I also can't afford. Just 2 gold shy. I don't really want arcane knowledge for that price. We're not cursed, are we? Ah, twice the 4. I suppose that's technically a curse. No numbers to say yet, Dark Shadow. I will call. Could buy some food. 5 food for 18 bucks. That seems kind of okay. 3 food for 11. Alright, we'll buy 5 food just to make sure we've got plenty. We'll keep the rest of our gold though. And the only reason I bought that is because we've got like up and down and across to do. River again. Okay, definitely a number to call out now. So if any of you watching in Twitch or YouTube would like to get involved, this is going to be a multiple choice thing. I just need a number between 1 and 4. Usually I go for the first person I see, but if you haven't taken part yet, do call out. I will make sure you can have a choice, even if it's not this one. 8 mod 3. Puh. No. If you're going to call out numbers, call out actual numbers. Don't make me try and work for them.
Win this and claim my token.
So we are going to attempt to cross the river. 8 mod 3 would be what, 2 anyway? So yes,
Choose
if
from
someone
these
wants to call out
options.
a real number between 1 and 4, do so. Alright, 2 from Wallafreed. I'm just going to give it a little moment, just in case anyone who's watching from any other, or like a lurker wants to get involved. Another 2 from Dark Shadow, seems to be a popular opinion. We should go for number 2. Failure! Thanks, both of you. That's amazing luck, that really is. I've never seen so many failures on a 25% chance. 1 pain card. Lose 1 food, that's fine.
Oh,
that's
dear.
relatively minor. Call for the priest. No. Let's just skip past. So I'm gonna try going back to the river just to see if I can this time.
A challenge for you.
I can.
And a token if you succeed.
So, I need another number between 1 and 4. I'm not going to keep trying this. If we fail, or succeed, that's going to be it for this one. But it's good to know that I can keep, revisiting it. So, yeah. Someone would like to call out a number between 1 and 4. We shall make another attempt to pass this river. We're really looking for that huge success option. I'm going to open this box of tofu in the meantime. Okay, still looking for a number between 1 and 4. If no one wants to call anything out, I shall just make a choice myself in a little while. Oh, don't be so hard on yourself while I read. Okay, nothing forthcoming, so we're going to go with number 4. Crossing my fingers. Ah, even I am cursed. And also, the curse means we lose 5 gold each time that happens. And another 5 gold from that. Oh well. Maybe not the best encounter to try it on. I'm just going to pass this by. And we'll head south. Asleep in the forest.
Spirits roaming the darkness. With the struggles, the boundaries are weaker than they've ever been. We play for a token now.
Whilst sleeping in the forest, you are jolted awake by a voice calling your name. You see a vaguely human-shaped ghost rushing towards you. Ooh. You are quick to your feet, weapon already in hand. The ghost stops abruptly, hand signalling that it means no harm. Its voice is weak and distant. You forget me already. Has this place already corrupted you so? Attack the ghost or lower my weapon. Ooh, tricky call. See, my instinct is to attack the ghost. Yes. The ghost flinches. Pale eyes wide with shock as your weapon swings uselessly through its transparent form. With an anguished sob, it blinks from existence, leaving you standing in the silent darkness. I think I made the right call. Next time we get that card, we will know. I am actually going to buy some more food now. There we go. So I'm going to buy probably 10 food. That's going to be like all of our gold. But at least I've got plenty for the journey now. Ooh, ratmen hunting.
Now you begin to trespass upon the ratmen's hunting grounds.
So, are they hunting me? Am I hunting them? Are they hunting something else and I've just stumbled into them? No, this is sort of still part of my dinner, kind of. Like, we got Chinese takeout this evening, and one of the things we get with that is salt and pepper tofu. So I've got like the carton of it left. It's usually the last thing we eat. Quite nice. Four of plague. So I've not fought the rats yet. At least I have a shield, even though I've only still got my rusty axe.
Plague by name and plague by nature.
Oh, they've got
Rats
daggers
behind a deadly toxin.
Stop it! That hurts! I think, although I haven't been able to do it yet, that I can reflect the projectile shots if I hit Y at the right time. I'm honestly too focused on actually hitting the rats. You sigh as you search the bodies, finding nothing. If only there were another way to stop this plague of rat men. Pay someone to take care of it, perhaps? Travelling jeweler. Oh. Rings and things. In a shady grove off the beaten trail, you find a travelling merchant looking to trade with wandering adventurers. Jewelers specialise in selling artefacts and rings. Such an exclusive market demands high prices. Well, I've only got 4 gold. I'm just going to pass it by rather than wasting time. A winding trail.
These trails
The
wind,
fallen tree,
and
isn't
our
it?
goals wind with them. My voice and these words draw us closer to the inevitable conclusion.
This is harder than it was before. So I've drawn a monster card from my deck, and he's drawn one from his. I could give them all my gold. It's only 4 gold. You open your money bag and present it to the thieves. That's not enough. Right before they rush. Great. So they decide to fight anyway. I wonder if I had more gold, if they would have left me alone. I'm okay fighting. I'm going to try and do that, reflecting on the bandits throwing knives. Yay! There we go. Ouch. I like how the skeletons fall apart as you kill them more. Cool. Sauces. Two game cards. Armory. Ooh. Ah. Oh gosh. That's such a hard choice. I don't know what either of these do. I'm going to take Angel's Wing for the moment.
Move quickly from here. There is little material gain to be made.
Okay. And 3 food. Nice. Still don't actually have any gold, so no point going into the shop. Dead King's Hall.
Crypt rubbing. I'm not sure the dead fighting back makes this any more dignified.
Yeah, you see an ancient ornate coffin in the main burial chamber. It may hold spectacular wealth, but it will surely be guarded. Or being robbed by bandits. So we're going to try and take them by surprise like before. So if I could have a number between 1 and 4 from someone in the audience, and we'll either have a huge success or a huge failure. And it'll be entirely your fault. If you haven't called out a number before, do feel free. Either of the chats will work. They all get filtered into the same place for me to read and then should show up on the side here. Adam, hey, good having you on the stream. Number 3 it is. Huge success. Nice. Suddenly you leap into the fray, taking one of them down before they can even react. We're going to ditch the 3, I think, and just fight the 2. So that's made the job like more than half as, less than half as hard, more than half as easy. That seems like a weird way to phrase it. Ah, traps. Yeah, I saw them. No fooling me this time. Clonk. Yeah, fighting 2 bandits, no trouble at all. Hey Adam, I'm doing really well, thanks. We're streaming Hand of Fate at the moment, as I'm sure you've probably noticed. I've been at it for about an hour 45. Not played the game before. It's actually really quite fun. You loot the room, my catchphrase. The dealer draws you 3 game cards. Oh, another bit of armory. Explorer's helmet, mace, or medium armor. I think the mace. I do really like the mace.
Perfect for bludgeoning the undead.
And also way better than my rusty axe. Supplies. And 15% max health. That's very nice indeed. Still have no cash, so we're just going to skip past the shop again. On to either the next area or the boss. Forest escape.
Roaming ever forward, hunting for the truth.
Yeah, Hand of Fate came out about 2 years ago. It's been on my to-play list for a very, very long time. The sequel's actually already out. Yeah, I just haven't really gotten around to it. Yeah, it's really, really fun. It's like a build your own deck, choose your own adventure game combo with Batman's combat mechanics. Yeah, it's really fun. Your path forwards will take you into the forest. Take the forest path. This is the exit.
Hush. Can you hear the way his claws scratch the tiles?
No, I can't.
I have always felt a kinship to the puppy.
Because
Together
you're a delicate
we
flower?
help you forget and also recall.
Field of poppies. You wander along a field of poppies. Too late, you realise that the poppies are making you sleepy. Oh, it's just like the Wizard of Oz. Ooh, Right, so Jack of Plague at top right. Charity bottom left. Local peasant battle at Brooktop. So right down and then back up into the middle. Via, yeah, okay. Unless it's going to shuffle it all. Ah, damn it. Thanks, game. Treasure chest.
Open
Was
the
that even
chest,
in the list?
see what it contains. I'm curious.
I bet it wasn't. While exploring a dungeon, you see a treasure chest at the end of a hall. Okay, so this is going to be another multiple choice one. So if I could have a number between 1 and 4 from the audience, just feel free to call out. Even if you called out before, obviously the more people we can get involved, the better. But it's good having a number come quickly. 50-50 chance of success or failure this time. Adam has called number 1, so we're going with the first one. Failure. Man, that makes this much harder. So there's going to be a trap. Gas trap. We've actually already beaten the gas trap before, so we have the token for the card. Need another number between 1 and 4. This time it's very hard to win. 1, 2, 3, or 4. Ah, come on, Wallerfried. Can totally be you. Yeah, I think there's 2 failures, 1 success, and 1 huge failure. So, 5 minus 3. 2. Okay, 2 it is. Failure. Well, I'm just getting gassed a bit then, I think. You make your way through the clouds, coughing out some dangerous gas once you make it to the other side. Just 1 pain card, though. Just lose 5 health. That's nothing. Ah, don't worry about it. You approach the treasure chest. What might it hold? So, we're prying it open. Again, need another number. Oh man, flu really, really sucks. That's 4 it is from Dark Shadow. Here we go. Failure! The treasure chest stubbornly refuses to give way to your attempt. You leave disappointed. Yes, I am disappointed. Yeah, no, I hope you feel much better. Flu is awful. As just so tiring and achy and... Charity.
Ah, the wandering mendicant. Will humanity ever move beyond poverty, religion, and charity? Again, a token is at stake.
Okay, so he begs for food to feed the orphans. The gods show favour to those who help the less fortunate. So this priest seems to really, really like stealing all of my food. I am actually going to give him food though, because I know that on this floor is the boss, and we only really need 10 to get around. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Yeah, like even if I take a really stupid path around, it should only take about 8. Oh, yeah, no, let's give him 10. I just assumed it was going to be half of my food, but yeah, there you go. Let me see if I have anything in my sack with which to reward such generosity. Oh, cool. So we need another number. Seems like we're getting a big string of them. So 1, 2, 3, or 4. It's anyone's game. I like these little pauses. It gives me a chance to have a drink. And a little bite to eat. Or a big one. Good work there, Wallerfried. Calling out number 2. Right. Ah, the priest exclaims and draws out a tarnished old ring. I'll have the kids polish it up first. In the meantime, take my blessing. Draw 1 blessing card. This card's token is now yours. Critical strike.
I made that a little too powerful. I will have to rebalance that next time.
Ah. Meta.
Well done. This tale begins, and then proceeds relentlessly. With each step, you will discover a new card and a deeper mystery.
So, for those that have missed part of the stream already, some cards have tokens. If you beat the card in a particular way, you get the token. And at the end of this particular iteration of the game, that token unlocks new cards, which you can then include in your deck for future games. Really, really cool. I love the mechanic of it. Like this one. This has a token at the bottom.
War leaves nothing else. As you plunder the secrets of your memories, you'll gain new cards. Some you'll wish you'd left untouched.
Nice. Ominous, but nice. While crossing a forest clearing, you meet a peasant woman. She looks very angry. Alright, Adam. I shall catch you later. Greetings, stranger. The winter has been hard on my family this year. In the forest behind her, you sense movement. In exchange for some food, I will tell you everything I know about these lands. Give her 1 food. give her 2 food, I suppose. Right, let's count. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Yeah, that will get me everywhere, so I can give her 2. The woman takes your food eagerly, passing it to some children who suddenly rush from the forest, hands outstretched. While the children eat, the woman speaks at length of what she has seen and heard recently. Ooh, okay. So, write down... Oh, that's annoying. Down left, okay. But we don't get the token. Presumably, if we'd given her all of the food, we might have gotten it. Still, that card will come back in future and we can try again. Travelling Tinker. We have no gold and very little food. Pass it by. Battle at
These
Brooktop.
places are rife with power.
Sounds
it
like
is
a
not
wizard
chance
place.
that you should meet a warlock
Huh.
here. Let us stake a token on their foolishness.
A light draws you to a nearby hilltop, where you see a warlock disappear in a cloud of sulphur, leading behind his summoned minions. Oh, so we didn't even really get to meet him, he just fucked off. Like, draw 2 monster cards. 3 bandits and 2 bandits. Attack or flee? I think attack. I reckon I can take out 5. And in case they've got loot, that's kind of what I'm thinking. Apologies if people are having problems watching the stream at the moment. It looks like YouTube's having a bit of a bandwidth issue. It's not from my end, I can see that at least, because it's going through to Twitch fine at the same time. Oh, there's a trap there. Very nearly got hit by. That was very dramatic at the end. After the battle, you search the bodies for loot. The dealer draws you 2 gain cards. 5 max health, very nice. And 5 food.
I'm sure you are grateful for that.
As you climb down the other side of the hill, you spy what looks like the remains of an ancient temple on another nearby hilltop. This card's token is now yours. Amidala love? What? Is he talking about loving Kadala? I don't know. Because he could be gambling a lot, I suppose.
They will not let you pass so easily. Prepare yourself.
Okay, so you stumble upon a ratman hunting party. We've dealt with this before. 4 rats, that should be fine. Yeah, I love the art style of the cards in this. It's like they're all like wooden engravings. Nice counter attack there. Sort of roll behind him. Yeah, I've got no idea what he might mean. You recover some food from the rat carcasses. Hey, that's good. Running a little bit low on food. 10 food? Nice! Like, I would be tempted to go up to that woman if we hadn't, you know, already done her, so to speak. Jack of Plague.
He awaits. Plague and pestilence and blood and teeth. I will happily wager on the outcome.
Yes.
I do not think you have what it takes.
Well, that's encouraging. Cheers. So he's got 4 rats as backup. And he looks weird, is perhaps the best thing to say about it. Right, focus on the little rats first. Off to a great start. Man, this is not going well. Let's get rid of these guys first if I can. Good. Nice. Oh, 4 in a row. Go away. You actually down? Yes, I think you are. Right. Let's stay out of your way. No! Stop it! Are you tired now? Cool. Sorted. No, I think he means the voice
Queens
of
and kings of the rat
Clash
kind
Royale,
have lost
maybe.
a child
I don't
here
know.
today.
Oh, yeah, the rat thing.
For
Yeah.
slaughter, your reward.
So, meeting with Carlo of the Landlocked Lubber has gained us Smuggler's Wharf. For donating food for the orphans, we receive a 5 food, Ring of Poverty, and Charity 2. Exploring Brooktop Hill, we get 25 gold and the altar. Interesting. And as a reward for defeating the Ratman Jack, Berserker Armor, Scorching Zeal, Culling the Ratmen, King of Dust, Devil's Carnival, and Ember Town Hero. New challenges: Ratman Hunting, and Ratman Hunting.
Come, play. I do not want to just sit here. Look at the cards you have earned.
Yes,
Now we have enough to begin a real
Shush!
game.
No, stop! I'm talking. Right. Unfortunately, that's going to be all I've got time to stream this evening. This has been really fun, though. I'm definitely going to be doing this again in future. It'll probably be next Thursday, or perhaps a little bit over the weekend. Have to see how my schedule goes. As always, thank you very much for watching, everyone. It's been great having you along for this live stream. It's always great seeing you chatting away in the comments, and this is the first time in a while that I've actually bothered to put the webcam on, have it up in the corner up here. So that's been really, really cool. If you like this, remember to give it a little bit of a thumbs up. Just like it helps drive more people to the channel. And subscribe if you haven't yet. That also helps me produce more content. It brings more people in. More people is more encouraging and all of that jazz. So yeah, thanks for watching. It's been really fun.